Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. It's the Seahawks fan with another Go Battle League video. We got the crown Zacian in this team, and it is an absolute monster. But we have Hoa lead. Hoa hunting down all the crowns. So good. And a lot of people running crowns in the lead, and Hoa is just feasting up on them. Absolute destruction. Now, I really love this team. I do enjoy Crown Zacian more, even though Ice Wing Zamazenta ranked number 1. Personally, I much prefer how Zacian plays. I mean, it is the highest CP non-mega in the game. And it is more attack rated than Zamazenta, but I do like Zamazenta. Definitely going to have to do some more double crown teams, but I also do love Ho-Oh. So fun being able to just destroy the crowns. And Braybird is going to get some damage into the Kyogre. And I did forget that they had a shield still on Kyogre, but Zacian's still pretty healthy. Kyogre definitely not as good as it used to be, but it is still really good. Still a very decent Pokemon. And Zacian may have caught the move, close combat, but Kyogre just unable to get the win, get wrecked. They had a pretty great lead. And instant swap, just very good for me. Now we see Crown Zamazenta. They can't stay in that matchup against Ho-Oh. They bring their own Ho-Oh. Now I have best buddy boost on my Ho-Oh. I could have won Charge Act priority, done the Braybird and dip. But instead, just bringing in, I just brought in Kyurem immediately. I get met with a Zacian, the second crown on the team, instead of Zamazenta. Very nice. Very, very nice. I mean, having the crowns and Ho-Oh, or maybe Rhyperior, both really good options. Honestly, maybe Palkia is the best to pair with the double crowns. But they have not been able to lose the alignment of Ho-Oh into Zamazenta crowned. And Ho-Oh just too good into Zama. Definitely let me know what teams you're using in Go Battle League. We got like a Sunshine Cup going on, which, I mean, not a bad cup for a Great League. But this is the Master League show. When Master League is here, it is my jam. Got another Ice Wing Zamazenta. It is everywhere. It is for a reason. You see Origin Palkia. We do not have a Sacred Fire caught, which is nice. We can bring in Zacian. We're able to survive 2 Aqua Tails with these. We're going to get a lot of energy so we can have some close combats. Zacian is really close being able to Metal Claw down after landing a close combat. They're going to bring in the Zama to make the catch of the next move. And kaboom! Goodbye, Zama. We still have 2 shields. My opponent has none. They bring in Palkia. And with the shields, with these, we just get to the Fusion Bolt. Even if they did throw a move, we just shield it up. See Zacian, and they know. They're not going to break through the shields. Break through my shields, and 3 Pokemon still remaining. Too much for them to deal with. Kyogre lead again. Block him, safe swap, get met with an Origin Palkia in the back. This is where some mind games are. Now, they stayed in for a good amount of time so I can get to they couldn't farm down before I reached a Fusion Bolt after that free shock. If I did go for a Fusion Bolt straight away and got the shield, that would have been amazing. And unfortunately, they got a good amount of energy on the Palkia. But I will finally launch a Braybird. And I'm like, 2 waters. Ooh, they make a nice catch of the Braybird into Kyogre. Has my opponent done what they needed to do to get the win? Let's see. Can we perfectly farm down with Metal Claw? Yes, we can. There's play. Ooh, we see Zacian in the back. Double water. Crown Zacian. Switch clock is going to be up soon. Can we make an amazing catch? Is there any hope? They let the Zacian go because they know. Win condition. Shielded Palkia. and we cannot make a perfectly timed catch. They're just going to take the win. Well played. Good job on them playing out their great lead correctly. Just how it goes, how Go Battle League crumbles. See a shiny Hello. Are they going to be 15 attack? Maybe. They're purified. Gonna have the best buddy boost. There's good reason to lose Charge Act priority, and especially in this lead matchup. They're also best buddy boosted on Hello, and they're gonna they lost the coin flip at the start and then won the coin flip the second time around. They did not want me to get that Incinerate in, and I'm just able to brave it and dip, even with the debuff. And now Zacian is able to put in some good work into the Premier. Unfortunately, I did not get to the Behemoth Blade in time, but I did hang on. I couldn't reach it before they reached the second move, but I was able to survive the charge attack. And they failed the Fusion Bolt catch onto the 1 HP Hello. The Summoning Voice, good damage, not enough. What's in the back? Is it a Viperia? It's the Origin Palkia. That is something I can kaboom, but oh no. I barely reached the second move. One move was not enough. That was almost an absolute huge throw. That was definitely a close battle. Almost threw that. But I got the win, and now we're up against another Crown in the lead. I definitely could have stayed in the lead matchup into QM, but I bring in Zacian. I'm pretty comfortable having Ho into a Crown. I do shield, because I'm going to get to the next move. I'm going to go for the close combat. Don't want to give too much farm. They're going to go down. Zacian is going to come in, and I happily gave them less farm. Now, with that immediate Incinerate we threw in the beginning of the battle, we were able to reach the Brave Bird before Palkia reaches an Aqua Tail, which is very nice. And they correctly no-shielded. They do not get to a Spatial End at this point, thankfully. But let's see, can we deal with the Zacian? I wonder if we can deal with this Crown. We're able to take the last shield. We do have a tiny bit of HP on QM. One Incinerate, and then the next one does not damage HP. The debuff, no, 1 HP in a dream. Even with that debuff, oh my gosh, that was way too close. 1 HP in a dream to the max. It is what it is. Fair play. Good job on them winning a bad lead. Just how the Go Battle League crumbles for players sometimes. But right now, we are going to be shielding the Sacred Fire. It is an awkward scenario that I put myself in, but it's a scenario that I can still win. Gotta commit shields to a Kyurem, which is not bad at all. It's not bad to commit shields to Kyurem. We're going to get to 2 Fusion Bolts before they get to 2 moves. They're going to let me launch this next Fusion Bolt. Actually, maybe... No, they do hang on. Actually, no, they do shield. I think they did debuff me. They make a catch of the next Fusion Bolt. And kaboom! Huge damage into the Kyogre. And I have a full health. Hello still. Now, if I am debuffed, they can nuke me with the Behemoth Blade. But actually, I can swap into the Ho-Oh, and Ho-Oh survives a Behemoth Blade with these. And I think I survived the next one. Yes, I do. Get wrecked. Goodbye, Crowns. I really hope you did raids for the Crown Zacian Zamcenter. Well, at least enough energy to get the Crown form. And right now, we're up against Super Spice and Master League Swampert. Honestly, so much respect for this trainer running this Swampert. That is so cool. Unfortunate for them, they're up against a triple legendary team. They do still have Crown Zacian. I'm not sure if I have the XLs. I'm definitely pretty close to the XLs to 50 Shadow Swamper. That could be fun. We sacrificed the Kyurem, and we see double ground in the back. I mean, I imagine this player would use Origin Palkia if they had it. Just how it goes with Go Battle League. And Mudslap may do a lot of damage into Crown Zacian, but unfortunately, Metal Claw is going to put in the work. They did land this the much heavier hitting Rock Wrecker, but they got my shield with the Breaking Swipe bait, which is unfortunate for me. I do have enough HP to just incinerate down these Zacian, get wrecked. Let's go. They needed to be like three Metal Claws away from 2 moves for potential win. Right now, we have Decimated Necrozma on the ropes. They bring in their own Ho-Oh. Necrozma, Ho-Oh, definitely nice. I mean, Necrozma is real nice into the crowns, especially Zacian. Well, at least it is real good into Zacian. We're going to see him P-Tie, get this Fusion Bolt out, and get a shield. We're going to have to commit another shield. It is what it is. But we're in a pretty good spot. If the Necrozma returns, well, Shadow Claw is going to put in work. Fusion Bolt's going to get some pretty respectable damage. Yellow HP. And we get to the next one. So shield or KO, I will gladly take either. And if there's a water in the back, I can Brave Bird. Water type. Did I get that Incinerated? I did not, unfortunately. But I'm able to get to the Brave Bird. Was that one to lag? It may have been. Yeah, I think they win Charge Attack priority. They have Rhyperior has a higher attack stat. With that debuff, Breaking Swipe does say goodbye. Unfortunately for my opponent, they do not have the Surf, which actually maybe Surf's not enough for the KO. Surf may not be able to win this this matchup. They're going to bring in a Necrozma. I'm going to throw the move ASAP and say goodbye. Because, yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good. Premier in the lead. It is Charm Premier. Let's go. We can wreck it. Our whole team is real strong into Charm Premier, actually. That is why I like Crown Zacian more. And Ice Fang Zamazenta. I even prefer Metal Claw Zamazenta, but Ice Fang definitely has plenty of uses. They're going to bring in door number 2. The Rhyperior. Rhyperior in almost every team. Actually, not as many teams as it could be in. It is still a beast. You know, Shield Rock Wrecker. Definitely go straight for Rock Wrecker. I'm not going to double shield. Not going to shield up the non-existent second Rock Wrecker. Behemoth Blade, Kabooms, Nukes, Primina. They have Yveltal. I actually may have to try this team out. Honestly, it looks kind of cool. And Yveltal Closer could be pretty nice. Especially if I Focus Blast. Focus Blast, one-shotting Zamazenta Crown. That could be a lot of fun. Even if that was a level 50 Yveltal, they're just not ready for this team. I was a little slow to swap. Otherwise, I could have easily one-shield farm down this Dawn Wings Necrozma. I'm going to commit 2 shields, though. 1 shield for Dog Pulse Bait. And they do hang on just long enough to reach the Moongeist. I did respect the damage. I was not counting the charge attacks. I was like, if I lose against this team with this amazing lead and amazing counter to their safe swap, it is just what it is. It's just a skill issue. Like, with how good of a lead it is, I should not need to be counting like amazing. And then we see Shielded Reshiram, which is kind of terrifying. We can get some nice damage with the close combat, but we have to debuff ourselves. Actually, maybe we were even in range of the Fusion player without the debuff, but definitely with the debuff. Thankfully, we were 1 Incinerate away from a Brave Bird. And I was like, they're going to get to a Stone Edge and then clean up my QM. But no, they're on Draco Meteor, and we get the win. They may have won with Stone Edge instead of Draco. I think Stone Edge is a little cheaper. I'm definitely going to have to try out a Stone Edge Fusion player. Reshiram. And unfortunately for my next opponent, it was a Dragon Tail Black here. I could have happily stayed in. I don't mind that matchup. I definitely should have stayed in. It is what it is, though, but let's see what happens. I mean, we have the energy lead on our Zacian, and we then say goodbye because they don't want to double shield the Zacian. And they did get enough energy before leaving to reach a move before my next move. And we see Origin Palkia with just the slightest energy lead. And they still have a shield, so I'm in a sticky scenario. I do take the last shield, but they're going to overform a lot of energy. And, I need Ho-Oh to put in the work. Dragon Tail. No, Aqua Tail is not enough for the KO. We're going to shield. Can we hang on long enough and get to 2 Brave Birds? Unfortunately, they were not silly enough to bring in Kyurem. Otherwise, we could have Sacred Fire and then reach a Brave Bird for the Palkia. And unfortunately for me, but thankfully for my opponent and rightfully so, the game worked. Did not give 1-turn lag. Otherwise, I could have won. Definitely would have been a terrible win. Terrible loss for my opponent to take, but I would have gladly taken it. Just how it goes with Go Battle League. The Zygarde. Let me get a free Incinerate in, which is actually so big into the matchup. They then bring in Landorus with me being debuffed, expecting me to swap, but get wrecked. They got to shield that Brave Bird, and I'm going to be full sending the Free Shock. I'm not going to expect them to commit the last shield to Landorus Therian. Kaboom! Goodbye. Free Shock takes out 3 whole Landorus Therian from the Black Cube. If you didn't know that, that's the amount of damage Free Shock does. Super effective. And the next one says goodbye to the cheat code Complete Zygarde. They actually got a triple ground team. And this team is real nice. Real nice. If you don't have a Zygarde into Kyogre, it is definitely awkward. Definitely can be tricky to deal with. If you can align Crown into Zygarde and then have Kyogre into to the other grounds. But right now, we have the Zacian v Blackcube. Melmetal lead, it is an awkward lead. But I guess they don't have the Rock Slide. They want on Melmetal. Kyurem is going to win alignment, though, against me. And I'm going to shield the Ho-Oh instead. Because energy lead on Ho-Oh, being able to get the Sacred Fire into the Melmetal is pretty good. But they're going to bring in door number 3, the second Dragon, Origin Palkia, and then they're going to bring back the Melmetal. This is a much better matchup for Melmetal than Ho-Oh. I'm assuming with the moveset they have. Definitely not over for me. The Blind Bash puts in good damage. The next one, not enough for the KO. Just fantastic for me. I do let them get one more Thunder Shock in. I don't want to give too much farm to their last Pokemon, their Palkia. I actually go straight for the Sacred Fire and a huge attack drop, which is going to be so crucial, so unfortunate for my opponent. They had got so much energy, enough for 2 moves before I get to 2 moves. And I do hang on just long enough to reach the next Brave Bird. To reach a Brave Bird and say goodbye to Palkia for the win. Let's go! An attack drop absolutely costed my opponent a win. They did play good. Just RNG, just how it goes. Which in Palkia comes in. Very, very nice for us to deal with. We're going to let them launch 2 moves before we debuff our defense. And even debuff, we can still take the Dragon Breath nicely. We just don't want to be taking Aqua Tails when we're debuffed. Better to shield stuff later on. We are going to shield though, because they don't have a move on a Pokemon in the back. Probably should have actually just gone for the close combat. Debuff myself so I can give a little less energy to them. But I'm still in a commanding position. We got Black Kyurem into Kyogre. I did miss some bubbles. No excellent on that fusion bolt, but it's totally fine because we can still no shield even if they do blizzard and like take us out. She maybe even not in range of the blizzard. Ho is just too good for this Zacian, especially when we have a shield. And they saw the writing on the wall. This team is phenomenal. I hope you enjoyed the battles. Got myself into much more respectable ELO 2360. Pretty successful battles for the first day of Master League, but stay tuned. I need to get to Veteran this weekend. Definitely need to get to Veteran this weekend. This week at the minimum. And maybe I'll push to Expert for the 6th season in a row in the next couple weeks, this week, next week maybe. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Good luck on your Go Battle League journey and just Pokemon Go in general. Hope you're enjoying the game with the good things it does have. But thanks for watching and goodbye.